So, hello everybody. And this video, or this live stream in this case, it's the first live stream I'm doing. I'm gonna explain the Vivo and answer all your questions that you might have about the Vivo X200 Ultra. Okay? So, the X200 Ultra is a new phone from China. It's actually one of the best phones for content creators. See? Okay, I guess we should wait until somebody's online before we start. Oh, let's go. Welcome to live chat. Hi, I have the Vivo X200 Ultra and I'm answering every question you might have or about how it works or what disadvantages might be if you're using it outside of China, because this phone is not made for the European market or any other market actually than the Chinese one. It doesn't get sold anywhere also, just in China at the moment, but it has the best camera out of all of them. Yup, and it's heavy. Okay, so I guess we wait until somebody comes online. Can we see the chat here? So I'm checking out in the meantime how this thing works to start with. So, but to be honest, I think before anyone even starts a live chat, should share or make something before I start going live and explain these things. So I'm going live now, but it is very calm. Hello guys, I'm actually on the channel talking about the Vivo X200 Ultra. If you might have any questions about it or questions about how it works in Europe or outside of China, I can answer all of that. It works great and it is at the moment the greatest phone with the greatest camera on the market. It's such a big difference if you use a iPhone 16 Pro Max or S25 Ultra, which I'm streaming with right now. You see a big difference. It's like using a $200 phone next to this one. It's really unbelievable. The camera on this phone is out of this world. And if you want to use it on a European market, if you want to use this phone in Europe, or you want to use this phone in America, in the US, or wherever, it's perfectly possible. Actually, in the store of the Vivo X200 Ultra, in the Vivo store, there are already all the Google apps waiting to be installed. So once you install all the Google apps, you can use it just like any other phone in the European market that you would buy there. But no, this phone is actually cheaper than any phone, any high-end phone, if you're talking about the S25 Ultra or the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It is cheaper than them with much better specs, and the camera, like I said, is out of this world. And it has an important reason why. It's because this camera system has two separate processors that process the images that you take with this phone. While on the iPhone or the Samsung Ultra, they just use the processor in your phone. So here they have two separate processors, just like a camera, like a regular camera, to process your pictures. And that's why this phone has a much better camera and video lenses to shoot with than any other phone. Also, you see, you have three lenses. All of them are main lenses. All of them have optical image stabilization, and because they have such good optical image stabilization and such big sensors, you see this big camera bump. See? But even if you have this camera bump, if you would put it into a case like this, yeah, it covers it smooth, it doesn't bother you that much, and also the weight is still down. See, if I do like this, the phone will drop here. See? So, even though you see this big camera bump, excuse me, even though you see this big camera bump, it won't fall off your hand or just drop every time you're using it or something. It's the opposite. Thank you. Thank you, Z. Thank you for your comments. And to be honest, the phone is really cool. I ordered the red one because the color of this one, actually the color which Vivo is known for, is the red one. And I ordered the red one with 1 terabyte of storage. This is the version with 512 gigs of storage. And if you buy it from China itself, you pay around 950 euros, $950 in that case, for the 16 gigabyte version with 512 storage, which is wonderful. If you compare it to an iPhone in Europe, for example, 16 Pro Max with 512, you would pay 1,500 until 1,600 euros, which is a lot actually. But for this phone, you pay less, and it makes the iPhone and the Samsung look like really, it makes them look like it makes them look like a very cheap phone. Yeah. Z, I see you have a Redmi 13C. It's not a bad phone for the price. It's a starter's phone. It gives you actually a lot of options, a lot of functions. It just won't last too long if you use it too rough. Anyway, guys, if you have questions about Vivo, or you have questions if it works in Europe or America, just drop it in the comments. I can read them and I will answer your questions. This is the Vivo X200 Ultra. You have the Pro version of this, and you have the mini version of this. You actually even have a smaller one, the iPhone format. The Redmi 13C was like 150 euro, exactly. Now you have the 14C, just came out for the same price, 130 with 8 gigs of RAM, or 160 with 16 gigs of RAM. But it's shared though, so it's 8 plus 8. See? But it works. Yeah. So, now there's one problem with this. Hello, Ovad. I like the design too, that's why I bought it. I'm still waiting for the red one. I love the design even a little bit more. Well, Ovad, I just came online. I was on the YouTube live chat with Hamza and stuff. Hamza from YouTube itself. And I thought, you know what, let's go live. Best football edits. Oh, Vivo noob. Ah, yes. In this case, I'm a Vivo noob. Yeah, it's my first Vivo, but I like it a lot. I'm based in Belgium, Z. You're gonna get the iPhone 16. Are you sure you want to get the iPhone 16? I had it. It's not bad, but it's also, the iPhone is not a crazy phone. You're from Morocco. Welcome Z. Welcome to Morocco, Habibi. Okay, let's make sure the phone stands again. Ah, there we are. Well, at the moment, I think the same. Vivo makes the best phones, especially concerning the camera. Like, I have used many different phones. I have many different phones at the moment, and I'm testing them out here and there, but there's nothing that can compare to the Vivo X200 Ultra. There's also one thing, by the way. In Europe, they don't give you chargers anymore. So when you buy this from China, you get 90-watt chargers, the original one, so you can charge your phone very fast. And also the lenses, I don't know if you can see it. Well, I'm filming with the Samsung now, not with the Vivo. It's a nice Zeiss lenses. And all of these lenses have a separate optical image stabilization. That's why when you do like this, you will hear a crackling sound because of that. Best football edits. Best football edits. What phone are you using? What do you like so much? Excuse me. Well, to be honest, for the price that you're paying, I think the Vivo indeed is a lot better than the iPhone and the Samsungs at the moment. At the moment, I'm using the Samsung S25 Ultra to record this live, and I have to be honest. I had the Fold 5. I used to enjoy it a lot more than the Samsung S25 Ultra, because each year after year after year, they're not really making any big improvements anymore. This year, everybody's just been talking about the camera, about the AI, excuse me. And they're all almost using the same AI. In Europe, the Apple AI is not really working. So for me, there's no big difference. Nothing is changing. The Fold was a big change. And now this Vivo X200 Ultra is really a big change. Z, if you're thinking about getting a Vivo, send me a message somewhere. I can maybe help you find a place to buy a Vivo, or help you to choose which model to choose. There are Vivo models which are actually quite cheaper than the Pro model, but you still get those amazing cameras that you don't get on any other phone at the moment. I see a lot of distortions on the Samsung and iPhones by the corners. Yeah, that's true. Well, if you take the wide-angle lens and you take pictures, or you compare it at the same time, you will see that the wide-angle lens has some straighter lines. And when you zoom in, you will still have your quality. Also, in your normal lens, because the portrait lens here, the main stand is 35mm. And on the other phones, it's around 24mm. So the 24mm ones make your head look like it's round and sticking out, while this one just gives you a very nice and beautiful image. Yeah. And as I said, at the moment, if you're looking for a phone to make really good pictures and videos, the Vivo is the best thing you can buy. Because I myself normally make videos with the Blackmagic 4K cinema camera, but now I bought some gear. I bought a stabilizer for this. Let me show you. I bought a little stabilizer for this, although I don't really need it sometimes, not too often. This thing. So if you want to make shots or film the wheels of a car, for example, you want to go very low and don't want to lay on the ground, this is very handy. And for now, I think I'm going to make my YouTube videos that I do outside, and other, like I have another channel where I make video things. I will start doing them with the Vivo. I will not take my Blackmagic out anymore. The quality is really nice. The phone is very small and it's in my pocket. Love that one. Have the same. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the phone or about the DJI stabilizer? Thanks, LGT. So, and the Vivo still fits on this. It can carry the Vivo because, yeah, it can carry up to 300 grams. The Vivo is around 230, 40, something like that. So that's one thing, and I think that the Vivo combined with a tool like this, the stabilizer, well, that's a very good one. It's one of the latest ones, by the way. I think that this is a very good combination to use with smartphones, especially if you want to make videos with smartphones. I think this is a very good one. Also, if you're on your own filming and you want that thing to follow you a little bit, so you have some movements in your videos, then this is a great option. By the way, LGT, the phone, the Vivo X200 Ultra, might be a very good phone if you're making videos and pictures. The pictures are wonderful. If you take raw footages, you can zoom and zoom and zoom, and the image quality doesn't break. It stays wonderful. Let's see how we turn that off again. So that's that. Okay. So yeah, and actually, this time of year, there are a lot of phones coming out. Like, we had the Samsung S25s, now the Samsung S25 Edge. But I don't see any differences. I don't see them going forward. They're just like remaking the phones again and again and again. While here are some phones or some brands who have the balls to give you something different, give you this camera bump, because physics stays physics. You can do whatever you like, but you can't change physics. And if you want good images, you need this. And not only the size of this, but also, like I said before, there are two separate processors who process the images you take and the videos you make. That makes a big difference. Well, the Vivo is actually really a great phone for videographers, and if you film a lot on the go, if you go on vacations and stuff, like if you have this in your pocket, you really don't need a camera. To be honest, LJT, when you take pictures, normally around your frame you see the difference. You see like what's in the front, and then you see like a line, the anti-alias line, and then you have your bokeh effect. Well, when you take pictures with this one, each hair that sticks out is separately sharp, and the blur is behind it. It's very nice. It has such a good, real camera effect actually. Indeed, Ova, thank you for mentioning this. The Zeiss coating, we all know Zeiss is like the Sony of things, as I like to say. I used to be a big Sony fan. If you have Zeiss optics, you know you're in good hands. One of the best lenses on the market for videographers are all from Zeiss. Do you guys have any questions, maybe something I haven't talked about? Maybe do you have any question about the phone? I would gladly answer. Yeah, so feel free if you have any questions to write it down below. Now, to say something also about the phone, a lot of people are scared to buy the phone, first of all, warranty-wise. And I wouldn't be too scared about the warranty. First of all, this thing is built very well. Anything can break, of course. But when you register on the Vivo, when you register the Vivo with your Vivo account, you get 1 year of warranty. But I have to be honest, I've never tested it or I've never sent out the phone for a repair or anything. Until now, it works fine. I have it for a week or two now. So, but a good friend of mine had the Vivo X200 for like 3 years straight. No damage whatsoever. The only thing that happened there was a little burnt in screen at the top from all the icons which stay at the same place. Other than that, the phone is still working perfectly and the camera is still standing out until this day. And that's actually what made me buy this one. That's what made me buy the Vivo X200 Ultra. Okay, let's see if you can see it good if I frame it like this. Yeah, voila. Here we go. So, and just happened actually, I never went live to talk about the phones or any other phone. Just today, I was, just came to my mind to go live like this, test it out, see if you guys are online, how this works. Next time I will prepare some more phones to talk about. If you want to talk about more phones at the moment, I can also. I have a lot of phones laying around actually. For example, this one. I also bought it to compare it with other phones. What was this? The Nothing Phone 3A Pro. There's one thing that's similar on these two phones. It's the camera bump, how the cameras are placed. But believe me when I say this has nothing to do with this. It's like complete differently. Okay, so guys, thank you for being online today. It was a short live session. I just wanted to come out. I wanted to check it out, see how it works, if I can help you guys. It was very nice. If you have questions, if you like to talk about phones, send me messages. I can make videos later on, come live again, and I'll talk to you guys about all these things. Yeah, yeah, that's why it's called Nothing Phone. Indeed, it's nothing special. It's just another OnePlus, to be honest, in my opinion. I think if you buy the Note 4, you won't feel a big difference. LJT, with all pleasure. I hope I can help you guys next time. This was my first live stream. I just came live like this. I didn't post anything or share anything around. Next time I will, and maybe we'll be with the bigger group. Thank you guys for being online. Thank you for your support. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.